Mandem Brian Mbeumo has spoken for the first time since the very confusing links with Man United. But guess what? He has not hinted in any way that he's going to be turning away from United, that he said he loves, he wants United, and follow his very popular, loved coach, Thomas Frank. I feel like Thomas Frank Keke is one of the most likable managers in English football. I like him. I quite like him.
I mean, every time he beats Manchester United, which he does a lot, home and away, you watch the press conferences hoping to hate him, but he speaks so well, he speaks so calmly, and you just feel like, we've lost again to you, but you know what, you're a great guy. And yeah, I see exactly what Spurs are getting. They're getting a top coach after all the madness. But again, I liked Postecoglou, but this guy looks like Spurs needed a bit of a calm guy. With all the talent and money that they have and ambition. And yeah, I think it's a great coup.
Yeah, speaking of great guys, man, KK is such a great guy. It's been a while, man.
Yeah, bro, I mean, you were brothers for life, bro. The last time we were here, we had hopes in Chido Obi Martins taking us to the Champions League, but here we are again. Yeah.
Here we are. How have you been, man?
I've been great.
These people keep asking me about you. And I told them, this guy, first of all, I need to always give you your flowers. You're the guy who first spoke about Emi Martinez joining United, and I feel like it's happening.
It should happen. I mean, we need a communicator back there, man. A guy who speaks to our guys, who speaks confidence into them. A guy who dominates in our set pieces. Because football, when there's silence and there's miscommunication, there's mistakes. And half the times, we've seen Manchester United beat themselves. Many times we beat ourselves. If we get that communication and chemistry done right, starting from the back, I think we can secure an extra 20 points next season. If you remove forced errors, if you remove dumb errors, communication errors, where are you going? Errors. We can get 20 points next season. Sometimes points are not won by scoring goals. They are won by not losing points. And we lost a lot of points doing some dumb things, bro.
But also, KK, I think people do a lot of dumb things in an attempt to get rich, but forget that their wealth could be in their hands, in their palms, on the phone. Guys, come learn how to earn and get rich using your phone and data. Tell them. I keep telling them every day, the internet is the new normal. You want to earn and change your life, all the richest people in the world are attached to the internet. It's not by mistake.
Absolutely. It's an animal that's just waiting for you to tame it. And people like Web are out there showing you how to tame your animal. You've seen the different ways, whether it's throwing off your clothes or throwing off products. There's clever ways, creative ways. And while working with Web, you could make more money in a year than your parents ever did their entire working careers.
Thank you. I'll add nothing to that. The number is down there. But let's get into this whole manager. Hugo Ekitike. It seems United has gone back again. So serious. First of all, I like that. Okay, let me brag a bit. I predicted a long time ago that I expect a lot of competition for players in this summer, especially strikers. The bidding wars that we're beginning to see. I predicted this. But I never in my life, in my wildest dreams, imagine that Man United could be going in for a striker of 84 million quid wanted by Liverpool and Chelsea, and United would look like they have the lead. Hugo Ekitike is a striker United seem to be so serious about. More talks over the weekend. Is he all that?
I mean, if you look at the scouting report, Chelsea, City, you've said Liverpool are all into him, and if those guys want him, it says everything you need to know. Also, the biggest signings this season have come from the Bundesliga so far. Wits are going to Liverpool, Frimpong so far. The managerial decisions, Xabi Alonso going to Real Madrid. So the Bundesliga has been eyed this year for some of the top talent. He is no different playing for Eintracht Frankfurt. Ten Hag going to Leverkusen, you see what I mean? So it's the Bundesliga is that league, and people are saying, listen, if this guy has what it takes, why not? But also, let me take you back to last summer. The biggest move for Manchester United last summer had got to be Lenny Yoro. On his way to Real Madrid, it was a very, very short deal. Somehow that deal was scuppered. It turned to Manchester United. They won the deal. And it spoke big that this club, they promised their fans, we're going to look for the next Kylian Mbappe. If it means paying for him, we'll do that. What we won't do is buy the finished product. PSG won with youth. So we're trying to get the next best youth from all over Europe, bring them together, and then let's watch them grow. If that project works out in 3 years, kudos. If it doesn't, so I'm not surprised that they're going out and putting this kind of money. And of course, there's what they call the wild price and the Manchester United price, and our price is always high.
Certainly. Do you feel like Ekitike fits more into the Ineos plan than Gyökeres would?
Again, the Ineos plan is the young plan. Get them young. Ineos also are dealing, I think, with Mercedes-Benz Formula One team, and they got rid of Lewis Hamilton. He's in Ferrari now. Young. They got Russell, who won today, and with him and Antonelli, the youngest guy right now at Mercedes. And so it's them right now are going for youth movement. The youth are daring. They are free. They are affordable. And with youth, you get to see where you get to mold them. You know, they see their ceiling. So by 25, you know, if I have the real deal, or can I make a profit off this guy, or can I let this guy go? You have chance to make mistakes with youth, and I think they're going heavy on it and looking for the best talent out there, and probably hoping this talent kicks off right up after the World Cup.
Signing Ekitike would feel like giving up on Højlund to many. And Inter Milan are stepping up their interest in him. Probably he sees that maybe his surplus requirements now. Isn't it another gamble? Like, yeah, you've spoken all these sweet things about this guy with Cameroonian blood and da. But isn't it more of a gamble again? From 72 million quid, you're still paying that money. Perhaps the most you can get for Højlund is 40, and then...
I mean, Højlund again is a victim of what we talked about. Get them young. The Chelsea thing, get them young, get them many. Whoever works out, works out. Højlund came from Atalanta with Ahmad. Ahmad is working out. But Højlund did work out in his first season, played well in the Champions League. Have we given him a chance to show that he's actually... Have we given up on Højlund? I don't think we should. You know, and we're looking for depth. We've just lost one of his country teammates, Eriksen. I don't think Marcus Rashford gets back, or Jadon Sancho. We've lost last season when we confirmed Mason Greenwood's departure. So in attacking positions, Anthony, we have lost a lot going forward. What have we replaced them with? All I can see right now is Marcus Kuna and hopefully Brian Mbeumo. But if you don't get Brian, and this is what you're linked with, then I guess you're going with form. I think we should be linked with two strikers, Brian and Hugo. If you think about it, who are both, by the way, Cameroonian, which is a great place to buy strikers. Cameroon, Mbappe, Eto'o, Roger Miller. It's in the blood. So yeah.
It's in the blood. Keke will always find a way of getting you convinced. But anyway, let's talk about the current situation. Of course, the transfer window is opening tomorrow officially until September. What deals do you expedite?
For United? I put everything on the line for Vitinha.
Speaking my language.
We need control in that team. And if you can just get a guy who can... If you have Martinez controlling the back and getting them thinking, you have Vitinha telling Mino, move. Boss, come on. Vitinha. So you have Zakzi, that's a smart... Yeah. You know, and then you can have all the talent. You have Bruno, you have Cunha, you can have whatever. That team would move. That team would play well. That team would not finish 15th. That team at least would be third, you know.
Garnacho has turned down an opportunity to reunite with Ten Hag. he would prefer the Premier League. Of course, it's expensive. I think United wants 70 million or something. So they won't pay that. But which Premier League club do you think suits Garnacho? And which one do you think Man United should sell to? Highest bidder?
Man, he's going to go to Aston Villa. But the thing about Garnacho is that we know he's going to be good. He has the heart for it. He has this. I love Garnacho. I don't know why we're going up on the kid. We shouldn't do these things of let's blame every bad thing on the Ten Hag regime. Let's get rid of Højlund, Garnacho. There's guys who just couldn't play under the kind of energy. But right with this new vibe, come on.
I feel, yeah, and I get you, but I feel like Garnacho can't play in the Amorim system. I feel like he doesn't, and also he doesn't want to play that as an inside, you know, forward. He wants to go wide.
How old is he?
He's 20. He can learn, and he was learning, by the way, to play.
The guy we want right now, Hugo, was leaving PSG, going on loan.
Yeah, I get that. But the thing is, the player himself doesn't seem to want to play in that kind of system. The way Rashford, I don't think doesn't want to play as a 9. He wants to play on the left. Same thing with Garnacho. I think he likes to play in a system that allows him to be wide, come from the, you know, which I think for me it's okay. He can. I don't think honestly Garnacho is leaving because he's not a good footballer. I think it's more of he does not want this. He doesn't want to fit exactly, and it's better off seeing him.
People want to play for us over anything, yeah. But I'll miss Alejandro. The overhead kick against Everton, his spirit is. I mean, he makes some mistakes. He has a lot of one-on-ones. He overthinks so many things. But here's the crazy thing. Yes, people say he struggled in the system. But how many one-on-ones and shots did he have that could have been goals? And any other season with more composure, because he gets into the right positions. Any other with more composure, now a year of development. I think he actually, can I be honest? If we went back and looked at Garnacho's videos this season, he actually fits in the system because he gets into position. The problem is this: he doesn't like it. He fluffs the shots. He's too, maybe, our issue has always been, he skied shots, he misplaced shots, he shot towards the keeper, was too timid. But in all the players, by you being in position, it actually means Okolama's system.
But he just doesn't want to play. He would rather play in Arteta. I feel like if he went to Arsenal,
let's switch.
Saka the other side, that boy this side, Gyökeres leading the line. Definitely. Garnacho starts ahead of Martinelli in Arteta's team. In 2 years, that boy is better than Saka.
That's a huge call, Webb.
Garnacho is 20. Give him to Arteta for 3 years. For 3 years at 23.
So let me ask you, so why are you getting rid of him?
Because he does not want to play as an inside forward.
Can't we give him what he wants to play?
And we change the system. Amorim doesn't want to just how we play. So it's not easy to be a coach.
In a year's time, you may be firing Amorim, and guess who's a world-class star somewhere? Killing guys. Yeah? Killing guys.
Anyway, guys, this whole Man United situation is quite something, but we'll be here to follow it to the bone. So just subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and make sure every day of your life you don't miss an update, because we talk Man United to the bone here. But most importantly, don't just enjoy me and watch and all, come learn how you too can earn money online before the world leaves you. I mean, we're at the level now where AI is doing stuff. So if you don't even know what AI does, probably in 5 years you will feel out of place. You're like, no, I don't belong here. You don't get it. Honestly, I feel like in 5 years or 10 years, people who don't embrace the internet now and get to understand it are going to be left out of this one. They will feel out of place.
Yeah, you'll be walking around just like zombies.
You won't understand what's going on. Okay, what's happening? I mean, people are rich. Why are you rich? You don't work. You're always in your web. Why are you rich? Guys, don't be that person. Not when I'm here. Anyhow, cheers, peace, love, and harmony. Keke, thank you.
Thank you.
It's been nice.